What's up, y'all, and welcome back.
Go ratchet in this bitch. Oh no, no cabin in this bitch. Go white me rabbit in this bitch. My gun go rabbit in this bitch. I've been up 6 weeks shooting like no whiskey. Feel like I'm maverick in this bitch. Shorty don't tip me. Show me that you can't keep far from average in this.
LoveCraft Country episode 2. We are back with episode 2 now. A lot happened in episode 1, y'all. This show something else. Like, I was not expecting half the things that was happening in episode 1 to happen. We know it's set in the is it segregation times, back in the 1950s, like yeah, it's like just full on racism like in certain parts of the of America, like blacks still getting treated like trash out there, and only in certain parts. In Chicago it seems very chill, and yeah, we're here with our main character. Our main character is named Atticus. Atticus is looking for his father, who has gone missing. Apparently he met up with somebody. We don't know where his daddy vanished to. So he met up with his uncle in Chicago, and another girl named Letitia. So they went on a journey together to go find his father. Letitia is somewhat of a photographer or something like that, and she's very investigative when it comes to certain situations. She's very nosy, pretty much. And Atticus's uncle, his uncle is more, he's into stories or something like that. He loves like his stories, and he's got the smarts for certain situations that happened later on in the episode. If y'all watched my previous episode, my previous episode reaction, there was a racist cop who was like, he was a problem. He was chasing after Atticus and them, and he was like telling them like they gotta leave because they're in a sundown country. And a sundown country means like, not sundown country, sundown town means like if you're there and you're black and the sun sets, you're not supposed to be there no more, because it's gonna be trouble. You're going to jail, you're getting hung or something. But yeah, that little episode triggered me. But yeah, so he chased Atticus and them across the the railways. They said if you guys don't cross the railways by sunset, it's gonna be problems. They crossed the railways in time, the rails in time, and for some reason I kind of had a feeling they were gonna ambush Atticus and his uncle and Letitia, and Letty, as they call her. They did. The cops like all gathered together and like ambushed them and took them off into the woods somewhere. They were about to like basically execute them in the woods, but then something freaky happened in the woods. Like, apparently these are vampires, I think. Like some weird looking things just jumped out of the woods and started attacking Atticus and his uncle and Letitia and the policeman. And I'm happy that all the policemen got wiped out. The sheriff, however, he got infected. He like got bit and he turned into one of these things. He got away in the end. He's obviously one of these things now. He ain't the sheriff or nothing no more. He's just full-on vampire now. And when I say vampire, y'all watch my previous episode and y'all see what I mean by vampire. They got eyes all over the place and they're scared of light. They're afraid of light. Eventually, Atticus and them, they got away from that. Once they discovered that these things are scared of light, they stayed alive till daybreak, and they carried on to Ardham. Ardham is where Atticus's father's letter said that's where he's at, or something like that. At the Arkham House or something like that. That's what he read on the letter. And they showed up at this house with this silver car that's been following them all over the place and helped them in certain situations was. And the guy that I saw at the end of the episode, he plays Uber in Vikings. That's where I recognized him from. He was just clean shaved. I did not recognize him for the life of me. But that being said, that he met up with Atticus in the end at this house that they went to, and he said, we've been waiting for you. It's about time you showed up. Something like that. That's where the episode ended. So we're here with episode 2 now to find out further what's gonna happen. So yeah, this is a good show, y'all. I think this was tweeted to me, and a few of my friends told me about this as well. But this show as well, and it's been an interesting episode so far. That being said, yeah, we're about to get into episode 2, and yeah, hope you guys stay and enjoy this journey with me. Let's go. Exactly. Tech's still not over what happened.
Names along.
You got your own library too? They got Blackwood, Hodgson, Clark, Ashton, Smith. I could stand there reading all day.
I wonder if that's the point.
Mm-hmm.
And they all fit.
Like a glove.
Seems a bit sus.
Mr. Freeman. The elder Mr. Freeman and Miss Lewis.
William, is it?
That is correct, Mr. Freeman. I wasn't sure that you would remember. You were a little out of sorts when you arrived this morning. Shipping.
That's code for slaves.
Titus was known to be notoriously kind to those who worked for him. Many mourned after the great fire.
It was a fire.
What we are standing in is a replica of the original lodge.
Uncle George?
Last thing I remember is cleaning up in the lodge this morning.
No, you
Oh boy.
got knocked out in the fight, but you gotta remember the monsters attacking the cabin.
What cabin?
The cabin in the woods.
No grizzlies. Just black bears. But the blacks are bad enough. They're smart. They're not smart. They're beasts.
Oh, I see what you did there.
But they're clever enough to cause mischief. I suggest you all head back on up to the lodge before the sun goes down. You don't want.
Here we go again with the sundown.
Thank you, ma'am.
Uncle George?
Y'all need to dip. It's
What is-
nighttime already.
Hannah ran through these woods pregnant. She was a brave woman.
It's time to dip.
Hell,
Like I said, it's nighttime. Y'all in the woods still. And there's the whistle. Oh, she was the one with the whistle. My suggestion would be take some notes so that when you lose your memory, you got notes about it.
I'm guessing you're God in this useful parable.
I'm Adam, and I've worked a very long time to return to paradise.
Miss Braithwaite, you done this before?
Are they breathing these things?
the Bible is full of demons and monsters. They're just stories.
Never going to abandon you.
Better keep that promise, Tick. What is going on? Wait, they're still trapped. So Letty didn't see Tick just now.
Dora?
They're hallucinating? Jeez, this shit is just getting weirder and weirder. This is Get Out all over again.
And as you all know, they can give orders to other regular old members. And seeing as I believe my nephew might just be the last blood heir of Titus Braithwaite.
Do not mistake useful with indispensable.
They found him.
What the hell y'all doing here? I'm here to save you. I'll save my damn self. I ain't need y'all coming for me.
He wrote for me to come.
I want to Can we get the fuck out of here, please?
For real. Came all this way to save Pops and you don't want to be saved.
We have lodges all.
So whatever these markings are, that's what's on the silver car as well. Did they just shoot Letty? For real?
I got you. I got you. Letty, stay awake, please. Please, for me.
Oh no, that's Raps, my guy.
You didn't have to drag them into it.
At least Letty's alive by the looks of it. Thought it was Raps for her. Yep.
That's it.
Oh. His ancestor. Oh man, Unk's gone, man. I had a feeling. And that was episode 2 of LoveCraft Country. Oh man, what an eventful episode this was, man. A lot went down. Like every time I take notes of LoveCraft Country, it's like a whole bunch of notes I always take down. Like so much happens in this. Like William, we don't know who William is yet. Like he's kind of like a butler type of guy, but he's not the butler. He's like a friend of a friend's. Well, he's a friend of the Braithwaite's daughter, but we don't know what he's about yet. I feel like we're still gonna see him pop up further in the season as it goes on, because the way this episode ended, it ended like the ending of a movie. But we got so many episodes still to go. I think it's like 12 or 10 episodes. We're only on episode 2. And it ended up like not a happy ending. It had a little sad ending. R.I.P. to Uncle G, Uncle George. Man, I wasn't hoping he would die so soon. I said it like before they even like left to go search for his father. I had a feeling something was gonna happen to Uncle George. I had a feeling he wasn't gonna make it back. Something just told me like Uncle George is not gonna make it back. But I didn't think it was gonna happen so soon. Like after the whole vampire thing, I thought that's where he was gonna die. But then they made it to this mansion, and they were like discovering things, and I didn't think he was gonna die that soon off. Hopefully he comes back. We don't know, but at the moment it looks like it's Rap's Uncle G. And then the whole memory loss situation, like the fact that Atticus was the only one not losing his memory. Further questions what was happening in that house. Like why did Letty and Uncle G keep losing their memories, and Tick wasn't. Like I know he was like a descendant of whoever his original pops is, because it looks like his father that he came looking for is not even his original pops. It seems like someone else is, and there's something more mysterious about him now. Like there's something more mysterious about his bloodline for him not to lose his memories, and for him to have so much power to actually order people around to say like, yo, I'm in charge here, y'all need to dip. But the other Mr. Braithwaite, he wasn't having it. The guy that said he's not a zealot. And yeah, that weird whistle. I still want to know what's behind that whistle. Why does it make those little vampire things just vanish? And are they breeding those things like through cows and everything on the farms and stuff? What was that about? But that, man, it was an eventful episode. I feel like well, the mansion's gone now, but I felt like there's these little symbols or something that kept appearing that forms these barriers for you not to escape. I feel like we're gonna see more of these symbols pop up somewhere else as well. as the season goes on, because I feel like that silver car, well, it was smashed up. I feel like we're gonna see that silver car again, because they fixed up the Woody just like that. Like right after it crashed and it came to his mansion, they fixed it up. So there's still something very mysterious about that mansion. Even though it's gone, it's obliterated, I feel like we're gonna see that mansion again or something. And yeah, the hallucinations, yeah, that's the other thing. It was causing them to hallucinate. It was like playing on, I'm not sure if it was the mansion itself that was feeding on their emotions, or the way they're feeling. Like it was just feeding on that. And Uncle G was the first to realize this ain't real, because the lady he was talking to was dead. And Tick was fighting someone that he knew from the war. I think it might be the Korean lady he spoke to over the phone, Jaya, or whatever her name was. And I remember he said something like, "Jaya, chill," and then he choked her and like killed her or something, which made him think about the war and all that. And clearly Letty's in love with, well, she's got a crush on Tick, and she saw Tick in her hallucination, and things didn't pan out the way she wanted to. This man had a whole serpent thing going on, because she looked at the image of Adam and Eve, and then that all went down. And yeah, the Braithwaites, this whole thing with the way they were cloaked up and everything, it just gave me Illuminati vibes. And I'm thinking this is a secret society. It must be, because they had like rings and everything. They had the whole secret society gear. How to join a secret society. That's the MO they had. They had the rings, they had the hoods, and they were up to no good, doing all sorts of things, not letting the people who's like direct descendants or something, they didn't even let them leave. Like Tick, they wouldn't let him leave. And what was with the experiments or the entertainment they were doing? They were like just watching Tick and Uncle G and Letty go through these hallucinations, and like, I don't know, it was like entertainment to them, through these little doorways they were looking at. And where does that final doorway lead to? I know they said it's meant to lead to Eden or something, but we only got a glimpse of his ancestor. I think that was his ancestor. I thought it was Mama at first, but I think it was his ancestor, because I remember Uncle George mentioned his ancestor running through the woods while pregnant or something. And yeah, so we saw her at the end there running through. She was in this doorway, and then she led Tick to his safety, and yeah, the whole mansion collapsed and everything. So I'm curious to see what happens in episode 3 now, because a lot went down in this episode. It was quite eventful. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hit that like button, and we are out. Bash Mash. I did that wrong. Bash Mash.